Well, you're here because you filled out a survey about a guy and he scored a C. In many important ways, this guy is falling short. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you, things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10 dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10 dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He's good at talking up his dreams, but not so strong in doing the hard work needed to get there. He gets excited about ideas and may promise a lot, but rarely follows through. You might see him start things and leave them unfinished or jump from one plan to the next.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he's likely to react quickly and emotionally. Instead of calmly working through the problem, he might get upset, snap at others, or feel overwhelmed. You might notice him blaming others or making excuses instead of finding solutions.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
He's likely to have trouble getting along with people at work. He's not the type to hold back his words and can come across as rude or harsh, which pushes others away. Instead of building trust and respect, he often leaves people feeling hurt or annoyed.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do really well in your career, he's more likely to feel uncomfortable than proud. Instead of cheering your success, he may feel left behind or even become moody and upset. It's important to watch for signs of jealousy or negativity.
What if you start earning more than him?
Yes, there's a good chance he will feel resentful or insecure if you earn more than him. Instead of being happy for your success, he might take it personally and feel like he's falling behind. He may not directly say it, but his hurt pride can cause tension in the relationship.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He's not careful with money and often spends without much thought. If he gets some cash, he's likely to use it right away on things that grab his attention rather than saving for a rainy day or planning for bigger needs. You may notice bills piling up or promises to change that never last.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He's likely to pretend he's richer than he really is. He enjoys showing off and likes to keep up a flashy image, even if his bank account doesn't match. This means he might buy things he can't truly afford or make promises he struggles to keep.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He's not known for being especially open handed or kind. He enjoys spending on fun and flashy things for himself, but when it comes to helping others or being generous, he often falls short. He's quick to look out for his own pleasure rather than truly caring for those around him.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He tends to be secretive about money and may not always tell you the full story. You might find out about spending only after the money is gone or see bills hidden away. He might make excuses or shift blame rather than be upfront.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He's likely to think housework is mainly your job, not something to be shared. He isn't naturally drawn to routines or pitching in with chores and may overlook the effort needed to keep a home running well. This could leave you feeling like you have to handle most things on your own.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He's more likely to help by watching or giving advice rather than actually getting his hands dirty. You might find him standing nearby or making comments, but not really picking up a mop or changing diapers himself. Most of the responsibility will probably fall on you unless you push hard for support.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He mostly argues to prove he's right instead of trying to really understand your side. Even when you calmly explain how you feel, he's quick to defend himself and may not listen carefully. You'll notice him interrupting, talking over you, or getting louder instead of making space for your feelings.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he can quickly lose control and say things that are sharp or hurtful. Respect often goes out the window in the heat of the moment. He might shout, use harsh words, or even slam doors. This could make you feel unsafe or unloved if it happens often.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, he's the kind of man who gets angry very quickly. Small things can set him off, and his temper can surprise you. Over time, this kind of behavior can hurt your confidence and happiness.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He finds it very hard to say sorry or take responsibility for his mistakes. When things go wrong, he's much more likely to blame you or make excuses rather than admit he was wrong. This can leave you feeling unheard and unfairly treated, as if you're always at fault.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He may struggle to respect your boundaries, especially if he wants something a certain way. When you say no, he might push back, try to persuade you, or ignore your feelings, thinking his own wishes come first. This can leave you feeling pressured or unheard, which is not safe or respectful.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he is likely to take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. Instead of understanding and respecting your feelings, he may get upset, act distant, or even make you feel guilty for saying no. This can lead to arguments or sulking, making you feel pressured or uncomfortable.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
You may not be able to fully trust him to handle private moments with care. When he gets upset or wants to prove a point, he might bring up things you shared in confidence or use personal details to embarrass you during fights. This can make you feel vulnerable and worried about opening up.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is easily distracted by other women and may not be truly faithful. His attention shifts quickly and he enjoys excitement and newness, which can lead him to flirt or even cross lines outside the relationship. Trust can become a big issue as he doesn't always think about the consequences or how his actions affect you.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
Yes, he can be overpossessive and act jealous, controlling, or constantly suspicious. You may find him questioning your every move, getting upset if you talk to other people, or wanting to know where you are all the time. He might set rules, check up on you, or try to limit who you see and what you do.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
Yes, with him, what seems like a protective nature is often really a sign of a controlling personality. At first, he might say he cares for your safety or wants the best for you, but soon you'll notice he tries to decide where you go, who you talk to, and what you wear. Be careful, this pattern usually gets worse, not better, over time.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will most likely expect you to do most of the work when it comes to parenting. He doesn't naturally step up or take charge with kids and might see raising children as mainly your responsibility. Even if he promises to help, you'd probably notice that the daily chores, routines, and emotional support fall on your shoulders.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he's likely to lose his temper instead of staying calm. Small mistakes or emotional moments can trigger quick anger, raising his voice or saying things that hurt. Kids need gentle support when things go wrong, not harshness.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He is unlikely to truly support you as both a mother and your own person. While he may expect you to handle everything at home and with the kids, he doesn't always notice your personal dreams or respect your need for time, rest, or growth outside of family duties. Over time, this can leave you feeling unappreciated and trapped.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
Yes, he is the kind of man who might act supportive of your career at first, but then expect you to quit or put your dreams aside after you have a child. His interest in your job may fade once family responsibilities grow, and he might push you to choose home over professional life, sometimes through guilt or criticism. There's a risk he wants things his way and sees your career as less important over time.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He's likely to act polite on the surface with your parents, but may not show real warmth or genuine care. You might notice him going through the motions, saying the right things, or giving a formal greeting, but not taking any extra steps to truly connect or build a close relationship. If there are issues or if he feels uncomfortable, this politeness may quickly disappear and you could see coldness or even impatience. He's more likely to expect your family to adjust to him rather than make efforts to fit in himself.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he's more likely to make things worse than handle it calmly. Instead of talking things out with patience or trying to find a peaceful solution, he might react with anger, snap at your family, or pull away completely. This can make tense situations even more difficult, leaving you stuck in the middle and feeling more stressed yourself.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he is likely to act modern with you in private, but expect you to be a traditional supportive wife in front of his relatives. While he may seem open minded or relaxed when it's just the two of you, things can quickly change around his family. This double standard can feel confusing and unfair, leaving you torn between two roles.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he's more likely to stay out of it or even side with them rather than stand up for you. When problems come up with his family, he may avoid getting involved to keep the peace on his side, leaving you to handle things alone. This can make you feel unsupported and lonely in tough moments.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He does show signs of being a mummy's boy, meaning his mother's wishes and opinions often come first. If there's ever a conflict between you and his mom, he will probably choose her side either openly or by keeping quiet and not standing up for you. Instead of building a strong team with you, he relies on his family ties.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
Yes, he is likely to share details of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. Instead of keeping relationship matters between just the two of you, he may run to them for advice or support, sometimes telling more than he should. This breaks trust and can make you feel exposed or ganged up on when family members know your personal issues.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So that's the story. This guy scores a C. In many important ways, This guy is falling short of the standard we would want. Day in and day out, being in a relationship with this man can feel like you're always on a roller coaster, never fully sure where you stand. There will be bursts of excitement and fun, but they come with mood swings, harsh words, and a lack of steady support.